Hey everyone, how are you? Welcome back to Married Let's Talk. This is your very own Rashida Omalade Sule. Well, this interview has been well overdue. As many of you that know me know that I had taken my children to Nigeria for a whole year. The journey started with just wanting to take my son. And having 3 children, I didn't just want to take one of them out of that bunch and take him to boarding school in Nigeria. So I asked the younger one if he would go with his older brother. And he said, yeah. So I had not taken my daughter. My husband and I took the boys. He did not know. He had no idea he was going to Nigeria. He thought he was going to boarding school in England. So we got to Nigeria. His dad was able to give him the information that he was going to be going to boarding school in Nigeria, and that was taken care of. So when I came back, all of a sudden, my daughter found out that her brothers were in Nigeria. So she was like, Mom, I have to go and protect them. You can't just take them to Nigeria. With all of that being said, I would like to welcome my daughter, Itinoluwa Sule.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, yeah,
My name is Itinoluwa Sule. Ava.
So, my children came back. I brought them back sometime last year. So, I want Lauryn to tell you a little bit about her experience and her journey. And I want you guys to know that traveling is a part of education. You need to expose your children to know where you're coming from and how you got here and all of that good stuff. So we're gonna go straight to Lauryn, okay? So Lauryn,
Yes, ma'am.
when did you first travel? Like,
I traveled in 2013, the summer of 2013. I went to Manchester, which is in England.
that was your first travel?
Yeah. For those who don't know, I went to Manchester for a couple of weeks. I think it was a month. I did summer there with my big mommy. Big mommy Becca, if you're watching, God bless you. Love you.
Okay.
I did a summer there. It was my first time eating Indomie, as a matter of fact. My favorite noodles.
Indomie?
Yeah, Nigerian noodles, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But it was my first time eating Indomie, and I liked Manchester.
Yeah.
From Manchester, we came back home. I started the 6th grade. I must have been 11, turning 12. And when I started school, I didn't really like it. I didn't find it comfortable to be there. It was very uncomfortable. I got bullied a lot. I had a rolling backpack. People used to always say you're going to the airport.
In your school here?
Yeah,
Okay.
Here in public school. It was Gracenow. Yeah. So I didn't like it. And I'd come home and I'd act the fool because I was tired of school. I just when I got impacted from school, so I came home and I guess I gave that to my parents.
You sure did.
So my mom started doing some research with some my aunties, my big moms, and she was like, I'm sending this girl to Nigeria. And they were like, no, don't send her.
How did you know?
Don't send her. No, she can come in England. She can come stay with me in England. She'll do just fine here.
Right.
We've tamed every child, and she can do just fine here. So my mom, she pitched the idea to me. She was like, how would you feel about doing school in London? I was like, I'll go anywhere but here. I will go to London. I would do school in London. I don't mind. So it was, I was packing late December to go to London. And then we went to church. We had the whole Passover service. I told my friends I'm moving, but nobody believed me until I was gone.
So you went to London for how long did you stay in London? Like a year?
No, it was close to
like
7 months.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So what was your experience in Manchester? Like going to the school there, because I was a bit worried.
It was very different.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah.
It was very it was more, I feel like it was more technological. Like everything was technology. Whether it be you get to school, you have buses, everything was laptops, computers. And in middle school over here, we weren't really on that phone system thing yet.
Wow.
But over there, because it's like middle school and high school combined, they already started that.
Okay.
So everything was phone, laptop, homework when you go home on the computer. Everything was just technological. And I was like, okay, I would try to get used to it. People come up to me, can you say tomato or potato? And I'm like, tomato, potato. No, oh my god, wow. I'm like, Everything was different. The McDonald's, the food, everything was
Everything.
different. From England, then I came back home. Everything was all right. You
Yeah,
know,
we came
everything
to
was
get
cool.
you, but
Yeah.
why did we come and get you? We didn't go and get her because it was time for her to come back.
It was daddy.
We went to go get her because my husband was like, my daughter. I need my daughter home.
What can I say?
So we now have to go and
Your
get
favorite
her.
child.
Oh, please. So when she now got back, she went into
7th grade.
7th grade.
Yeah.
And that was good. Everything
Everything was
really
nice. Yeah.
But then we all took a trip.
Yes, we all after I got settled in. I think this was after I got finished with middle school. I got to high school now, and high school was most definitely just a whole new experience. Very different, changing. Being a freshman where no one wants to talk to you because you're a freshie. So fresh meat was a bad thing.
Oh my!
But it was we had this thing that we've been planning that we were planning for a year. Like, okay, we're gonna have a family trip.
Yeah.
My dad wants us. Our parents wanted us to experience like how it was around the world, so we can see different things and just add it to ourselves, you know, so we can be better.
Right.
So they were planning. December came.
That was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun. We would put some pictures up.
It was a lot of fun.
The first place we went to, this was in state. Yo, we have been probably everywhere in America. We went to, first we started out with, we went to New York, you know, chilled in New York for a while. Then from New York, we went straight to Spain. We went to Madrid. Y'all, it was amazing.
Nice.
It was amazing. Yeah. We got there. The hotel, oh my gosh. It can't even compete with American hotels. I don't know what my parents did, but that 5-star hotel, from 1 to 5, it was a 6. That
but
hotel was
all
amazing.
About the 5-star.
Forget it was a 6-star hotel. That hotel was amazing. Okay. I got the elevators were just so. We had our own rooms. Oh my gosh! But everything was in Spanish.
A year of planning,
yeah,
guys.
it was a year of planning, but everything was in Spanish. I will put Palace. He got his own little facade. He put his robe on. He was putting TV. Got his little robe shoes. He thought he was the stuff. Turn on TV. We were just chilling. We had such a good experience.
So that was Madrid, and
then from Madrid we went. Was it London? Was it?
We did Madrid, London.
I think it was Milan after Madrid. We went to Milan. That's in Italy. The number one fashion city in the entire world, y'all.
Was it beautiful?
It was amazing. We got there. Another wonderful hotel, y'all. Like, props to mom and dad.
Oh my god.
The hotel was amazing. We had our own rooms again. What can we say, y'all? What can we say? They had really Italian pizza.
Yeah.
We would drop another picture for that because we had the video and the picture of me eating that pizza. I was going crazy. It was really wonderful. I experienced a lot. We took this underground train, and we went to the actual, like, the center, I guess, the place. This man put like seeds in our hand, and pigeons would fly everywhere and come and stand there and eat the seeds out of our hands. We had really nice spaghetti. We had really nice food. We saw people singing on the streets. Everything was just really nice. It was really nice.
And from Italy, you went where?
We went to London.
We went to London.
So London, it was like the regular for me. You know, I had already gone to London 3 times before that. Okay. It was a regular for me. So I went to London, linked with my cousins, saw everybody from church, saw all my friends. Everybody was just so excited. We had a good time. And then from London, we went back to Spain. Mm-hmm. We chilled there for a little while. Mm-hmm. Then from Spain, we went to Nigeria.
Yeah, finally! So let me ask you this question: What were you thinking Nigeria looked like before you actually went? Because the reason why we took them was because I got sick and tired of teachers telling my children what Nigeria, what Africa was all about. So I wanted to make sure that my children went and seen it themselves. Not somebody telling them, oh, they only get paid 50 cents.
Yeah. A teacher told me that in class, in math class. I was like, I'm going to Nigeria, The lady was like, do you know that Nigerians make less than $1 a day? She said it in front of the entire class so everyone could hear, and I didn't even know what to say. Like, why would you even say that?
That's why we made that trip, to make sure that they actually go to Nigeria and find out.
So, like,
before going to Nigeria, I wanted you all to go and look at Europe countries, come to Nigeria, and then compare America, Europe, Africa. So what was your expectation before we got on that plane going to Nigeria? What do you think Nigeria's going to be about?
Well, honestly, we had watched Nigerian films before, but most of the Nigerian films we watched had been in the village. So you see all these huts and maybe tumbleweeds rolling. I don't know. It was just, before I went, I expected there to be literal mud huts. If there were going to be hotels, maybe a lot of roaches. Something uncomfortable, like a very uncomfortable city. I didn't expect it to be anything special. I was like, okay, we're going to go to Nigeria, say hi to Laja and her hut. We're going to go say hi to everybody else. We're going to eat gari, peanuts, and sugar, and we're going to call it a day. And that's what I thought it was going to be. And I knew it was going to be very hot. I'm going to sweat my life away.
And then when we got
there, right when the plane landed, let me tell you, the airplane food was good as well. They gave us jollof rice.
Can you imagine? That's
chicken. So when I first landed, when we first landed, the heat was coming through the actual airplane.
That's true.
And I was like, my skin's already moist. Like, acne's gonna come and hit me.
Oh my.
I was scared. They finally opened the door. We got out, and I was like, yo, it's hot. Like, they don't have no air conditions in the airport. I was, what? We got to the airport. We got there early in the morning. So we got there, and it was very hot. And you know, Nigerians, when they greet you, the holiday is coming. What did you bring for us? I didn't know them. Why would I bring something for you? Do I know you from anywhere?
Oh, yeah, that's serious. Get out of here.
I'm saying, what did you bring for us? And I already had this, I had this thing in my head where I watch Nigerian films. You know, we have witches and stuff. So don't look at anybody bad. Don't act any way towards anybody.
That's
so
right.
I got there. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. And I would just try and be as kind as possible. Because me, I don't want to be part of the ritual, though. God save me. So I was very, very careful of what I did and what I said when I first got there.
Right. And then when we all left the airport and then the driver came and got us and
we went to the hotel. Woo! My mom said, my parents were like, okay guys, go to sleep. When you wake up, we're gonna go eat. We did not sleep. We recorded every little thing from the bathroom to the TV to the toilet. Recorded everything. And the toilet, they had this little flushy thing that you press and you wash when you poop. It washes the butt for you.
Oh, the Renaissance, right?
Yes. Okay. It was wonderful. And they gave us free breakfast. The food was really nice. It was as if we were still in America while we were in Nigeria. So I was like,
who said it was free? Your father paid. What are you talking about?
It was shot for me. Yeah, shot no pay. So we had pancake. God. They had Aunt Jemima. That's an American syrup. Aunt Jemima syrup. Imagine. Just imagine.
Okay.
So the food was nice. Everything was really nice. Yeah.
Okay, so then you saw your grandmother.
Yes. She came and stayed with us. It was really nice.
Yeah.
My other grandma came too. Grandma was there too, right?
Yeah, she was.
Really?
Yeah.
How did she get there? I'm sorry, I don't remember. She was there, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a family church. She booked us and she came through.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Everybody came through. So your experience in Nigeria, I think we were in Nigeria for about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You were going to the malls, going all around.
Yeah.
You got to see your cousins, your aunties, your uncles.
Shopping spree, yeah.
Yeah, so you had a good time those 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Swimming pool, all of that good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So now you've taken in Nigeria.
Oh, yeah.
And then we came back to America.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then we came back to America, and that's when I started noticing that my son, Palace, 8th grade, was not really paying attention anymore. He had hit the teenage year of 13, and I started looking for boarding schools in America. And the boarding school was like $40,000 a year, $50,000 a year. And I told my husband, I said, you know, I really want us to take Palace to. He said, for what? It's not a child that's not behaving himself that you indulge in $40,000-$50,000. Eh? The one that's doing well, you didn't indulge $40,000-$50,000. That's the one that's not doing. Eh? It's what I thought. So, and I started thinking, God, what will I do? I prayed, and something just gripped my heart and said, you know what, Nigeria. And when I thought about that, I started asking about schools. I also asked my husband. My husband has a niece. She's fantastic. Kika, if y'all watching this, big ups to you.
We love you, man.
Fantastic. She was the only one that we could. I called her. She was making sure to call schools for me, and she gave me different schools. And finally, I chose Redeemed Christian.
Redeemers International Academy.
International Academy. Very, very good school. I didn't want any school in Lagos because Lagos is no different from what we're going through here. I didn't want anything in Lagos. So I wanted to make sure that they got education in the authentic Nigeria. So my husband and I, when we finally made a decision, decided that our sons were going to go to Nigeria, we went together, we dropped them off. They did not know, like I stated earlier. The boys, no, let me get this together. Palace, which was when it was actually going, did not know. Price, the younger one, who was 9 years old at the time, knew. Because I asked him for his permission if he wanted to go with his brother, and he said yes. So with all of that being said, we dropped off Palace and Price, came back to America. My daughter found out that her brothers were not in London. They were in
shocked.
Nigeria. She was not shocked. She was pissed.
Yeah.
She was so upset with, how could you? How could you? She was just going on at it. And somebody was telling me that, how wonderful will it be if she too would just say she wants to go. And you cannot believe it. The next day, just because I asked my daughter to go upstairs and clean her room, I said, Lauryn, go clean your room. She went to the room, she cleaned it, she came back downstairs and she literally told me, she said, Mom, I don't think we're going to be able to do this. Do what? She said, Mama, I don't think I'm going to be able to. Because if I stay here with you, then I'm going to be cleaning everything. So I'd rather be with my brothers. Let me go take care of my brother, make sure they're okay. I looked at her like, are you serious?
It took a while though. Her friend did come over and persuade me to even go on the first
Yeah.
time.
That was after I was on the airline.
Yeah.
So Busse came, Busse told like the experience of boarding school. And then when she finally came and said, she said, Mom, you know what? Thinking about it, I want to go.
Yeah.
I said, you know what you would do is go out and call your father. Tell your father that you made your own decision to go.
Because I did.
Because I didn't want a situation where they would say, I'm the one that took his daughter to Nigeria. Okay? So the rest is yours. Now, her dad booked her ticket. We wanted to make sure she really wanted to go.
The shopping school list was all the school shopping list was a lot. We went everywhere. We went everywhere. They even wanted specific. Yeah, they wanted specific on that Calvin Klein on that way.
Yeah, it was.
What do they know about Calvin Klein?
What do they know about Calvin Klein? Mm-hmm. No, that's true. Because the school that we chose for her, right? The school we chose for her, they had a booklet of everything that we needed to bring with her. And that booklet, it was crazy because to the underwears, to everything. And the reason why they did that, they wanted all the children to be on the same level. They don't want a situation where it seems as if one child is better than the other. So we got all of our things and shopped around in Nigeria, in Lagos.
Yeah.
And when we now drove you to, what do you guys call it?
Redeemers International Academy.
Academy.
RIA. Yeah.
So when we drove you there, what happened?
I got there and the first thing that happened was I met the teacher. I met some of like the administrators and stuff, and they greeted me, happy welcomes, this and that, welcome to Nigeria. Everything was nice. Said, okay, where's your phone? Mm-hmm. It was in my pocket, just like that. Yeah. And they said, we want you to take your exam. So I went down. Exam, yeah. I went and took my exam so they can see where they should place me, and it was a couple subjects, so it took me a couple hours. And I was just waiting to see Palace and Price because I haven't seen them in weeks. Yeah, I was like, I missed my this is, and they were already like literally in school. I saw them walking past. So cute. Oh my gosh. They looked inside. My sister's here. My sister's. So everyone started, Americana's here. Oh my god. So they started looking around I was right there. They were looking around. Oh, is that Ty? Okay, maybe it's Ty. We don't know. Yeah. So the thing spread around quickly. From there, I did my exam. My mom came and said goodbye. I gave her my phone, and and my mom was asking me how did I feel without her being there?
Okay, you're gonna be okay.
And like I said, it was not so much of her not being there. I didn't have my phone with me. Oh my! I was isolated from the outside world, y'all. It was me, myself, I, and Jesus. Okay. So it was my gosh. So from there we went to the hostel. They took my bags, helped me set everything up. They looked at my stuff. They said I overly packed. They said you need only, I think you need only, 3 pairs of socks or something. And I brought 20 something.
Okay.
20 something.
Okay.
I was prepared, but beyond anything.
Beyond prepared.
From
so after the school, after you now said bye-bye to your mama, I mean, Lauryn was so strong because on a good day, thank God my parents didn't take me to my boarding school when I went to school because I don't think it would have been easy for me to just say goodbye. I hugged Lauryn and we had to go because it was getting late. We needed to get out of that area to get to Lagos on time. So I left her. And what I want to ask is that your experience in boarding school, the culture shift, because the culture changed. Well, not really, because I know that, we always trained you to be very respectful here in our home. And so I want to ask you the boarding school experience, the education, how was all of that for you?
I don't feel like the boarding school part was much of a problem for me because, I had done school in England already without my parents. So it was like, I was used to it.
Okay.
So when I did boarding school, it was like, but it was nice because I felt more independent. Because, when I was in England, I still had my big mom, had my phone, called my parents occasionally. Like, it wasn't, like, I wasn't fully away from them.
Right.
But when I was in boarding school in Nigeria, it was like literally no contact with the outside world. Me, myself, I, and Jesus. So it was definitely different. But something I would experience, if I had a chance to experience it again, I would go through it again.
For many years.
For over and over and over again. Most definitely. I like that.
So the culture of waking up so early in the morning.
Oh.
Not bathing with hot water. Having to iron your clothes.
You don't even iron. You iron from home before you come.
You guys don't iron?
Your clothes stay ironed. You have to do like these little taper things with these little... What are they called?
So how do you stay ironed from home? What do you mean?
You iron it from home when you have a break, and when you take it to school, it stays ironed. You put the iron on your clothes for like
10 minutes. So don't you guys wash your clothes?
Yeah, and the iron don't come out. That's my job for you.
Oh my.
Yeah.
My days we had charcoal iron.
So the culture was different from here.
Yeah.
When it came to morals, like respecting your older stuff, same thing. But when we got there, it was more heavy because it was like you're actually in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Like stuff that you'd experience here with Nigerian culture and there is very limited here. Like you don't get the full experience. Most things, kuli kuli. I didn't know what that was until I got to Nigeria. Peak milk. What is that?
I had it though. I gave you peak milk. You just didn't like it.
That was after we went to Nigeria. I didn't know what peak milk was. Golden Malt, Indom, all that. I didn't know what it was.
How was the food in Nigeria?
When I got there, it was nice. I liked it. Yeah.
The food was good.
And we woke up early in the morning around 5 something every day. We did daily devotional. We did singing praises to God, worship. We danced. Oh, we danced, Dan. Oh my God. In the morning, yeah.
Wow.
We danced, yeah.
So how would you say that helped your relationship, your spiritual life? How did that help you?
I went through a lot in Nigeria spiritually. We saw witches, people was flying. I saw all types of stuff. Wow. Food turning into sand before people's own very eyes. Yeah, I went through a lot.
That's a bit deep.
But but I'm an overcomer. I'm an overcomer. I mean, like it's something that I feel like God put me through so He could show me like. This in America that's not all there is out there.
Right.
We got some serious stuff going on in Nigeria that people just don't talk about. Right. That we need to know.
Right.
So I really do appreciate my parents and I appreciate God for giving them the knowledge and the understanding to send me there. Because when it came to God, my spiritual life went through the roof. Yeah, nice. It was wonderful.
That's nice. So what would your advice be for parents who want to take their children to Nigeria? Because I know that a lot of my friends was like, oh, Rashida, oh, thank God you got the grace. They couldn't do it. But one thing that you guys didn't realize is that my parents took me to Nigeria too as to go to school at the age of 12, 13 for boarding school. And I felt like that was the ultimate of what I needed to find who I was as a person. And it really, really helped me a lot. So when it came to wanted my children to go, I knew that it was going to really help them out. I knew it was going to be a blessing to them. So what would your advice be to parents who are thinking of doing the same thing for their children?
I think y'all should go for it. I feel like some parents don't want to do it because they're scared to either upset their kids or they're scared of what's going to happen in Nigeria, do not be fearful. That is the devil whispering in your ear. Do not be fearful. Send your kids to Nigeria. They need to know about their culture. This right here this is all they know right now. This is all they know.
There's no culture.
So there's nothing here. I really do feel like you parents should send your kids to Nigeria. I didn't want to do it at first. I was like, nah, I can't never go to Nigeria. I really believed I was never going to go to Nigeria. God still took my butt to Nigeria, regardless of what I said. I highly recommend you guys send your kids to Nigeria.
Okay, so what about the kids as well that are so fearful, like, I'm not going there? What would be your advice for the teenagers that don't want to go to Nigeria?
Don't be fearful. First of all, God is your strength. Hey. The faster you realize that, the easier something will be for you. If I were you, I would just be open to new things. Just try and experience it. Just go through it.
Right.
It's a process. Everything is a learning experience. With everything you do is a learning experience. Right. I feel like y'all should go through it, come back home, get what you learned from it. It's okay.
It's all gonna work out.
It's gonna all work out, most definitely.
Yeah. So I wanted to say something else about Lauryn when she was in Nigeria. Can you imagine? My daughter had a chicken.
Oh my God. Gucci.
What was the name of your chicken?
My chicken's name was Gucci. She was very posh. Oh my gosh. She didn't eat. You know chickens, you give them normal hard grains of rice. She had to eat her rice. Jollof.
This one gives
jollof rice.
Jollof rice.
And she had to drink Fanta. She did not drink water.
She watches
YouTube. I will drop that picture in the video down there below too. She watched Baby Shark. I know you parents with younger children, you know the Baby Shark song and the chicken song, chicken dance. They all, yeah.
This chicken had the best time of her life.
Yeah.
When she was with Lauryn.
Most definitely.
And then there was a time that the first time we took her to Nigeria, you had a goat.
Oh,
a goat.
My grandma's goats. Ayeshoru. Oh my God. I love that goat. I would hold that goat. Oh my. I would chase her. And when I went back, I stayed with my grandma for New Year's. When I went there, the goat had given birth to baby goats. Oh my gosh.
All right. So I want to thank all of you guys for spending time with us on the interview we did today. My next interview is going to be with my baby boy. Right, see, Papa? All right, so Lauryn, thank you so much.
No problem,
I love you.
How to tell them.
Love you. It's been a real good experience with Lauryn and I. And I just want to thank you guys once again, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, y'all.
Do it.
Hit that like and tap the bell for notifications for more YouTube videos.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Bye.